What are decentralized applications, Dapps? A decentralized application, Dapp, is a program that runs on a peer-to-peer network instead of a centralized server. It can run on smartphones and other handheld devices, as well as on personal computers, and does not rely on any central point for distribution or storage. Dapps often have tokens that make it much easier to use them in transactions. And many Dapps are created specifically for cryptocurrency-based platforms such as Ethereum. Based on the software model that Bitcoin has made popular, and that is known as blockchain technology, Dapps are the next step in software development. They eliminate some of the drawbacks that are inherent in centralized applications. This means they often have lower transaction fees and higher security. Decentralization is a foundational concept of blockchain technology. Decentralized applications, often known as Dapps, are computer programs or applications that are digital and that operate on a blockchain or peer-to-peer (P2P) network of computers rather than on a single computer. Dapps, also spelled Dapps, are applications that do not fall under the jurisdiction or control of a single authority. Dapps, which are often constructed on the Ethereum platform, has the potential to be developed for a wide variety of uses, some of which include the gaming industry, the financial sector, and social media. Because Dapps are decentralized and do not rely on a single authority to function, they offer unique benefits over their centralized counterparts. Dapps are more secure than their centralized counterparts because they do not have a central point of failure. To eliminate the threat of cyber attack, Dapps often utilize smart contracts, which contain agreements between two or more parties that commit their resources to the contract in advance. Dapps are controlled by code instead of third-party interference, so users can expect that the code will remain unchanged and facilitate optimal functionality. What are decentralized apps, Dapps? A Dapp is a program that runs on a peer-to-peer network instead of a centralized server. A Dapp is a combination of the smart contract with an app user interface, just like Ethereum has. But that doesn't make it necessarily decentralized. A Dapp can be built with any programming language, in any framework, and deployed to any blockchain. It doesn't necessarily have to use the Ethereum blockchain or its programming language Solidity. Decentralized applications, often known as Dapps, are programs written in open-source software that is distributed across a peer-to-peer network and run in a decentralized manner. Imagine that you have the Twitter program installed on your mobile device. On Twitter, you are free to write whatever you choose, but ultimately the platform is managed by a single business, and that company can remove your tweets if they break community guidelines or for any other reason. If there were a decentralized application similar to Twitter, however, it would not be controlled by a single entity or person. If you posted something there, even the site's original developers wouldn't be able to delete it even if they wanted to. On these applications, multiple users can independently generate and consume information without the oversight or intervention of a single administrator or another user. The following is a list of some of the prerequisites for Dapps. Open source. Distributed applications, Dapps, ought to be open source, and their codebases ought to be publicly accessible to everyone. Any modifications made to the organization or operation of the app should only be made with the consent of the vast majority of users. Decentralized. Dapps ought to be decentralized, with all of the information and operations being stored on a public and decentralized blockchain, as this would guarantee both security and transparency. Incentive. Decentralized applications, Dapps, ought to provide their users with some kind of incentive in the form of cryptographic tokens. These are a form of liquid assets, and they serve the purpose of incentivizing users to participate in and support the decentralized application, Dapp, ecosystem. Protocol. Decentralized applications, Dapps, ought to adhere to a specific protocol to provide proof of value. This implies demonstrating the usefulness of a specific method in a way that is easily verifiable by other people. How a Dapp works. As for how a Dapp works, a great analogy is comparing it to running your bank account. The user interface is where you can see all of the information about the contract and make transactions. The smart contracts are like transaction accounts that are assigned to each transaction, which you can edit and distribute without other accounts having access. The value of the tokens exists in each account, so those could be transferred between users. In layman's terms, this means that dApps exist as a series of smart contracts on the blockchain. These smart contracts can access each other and communicate with one another, which allows them to exchange information, trigger a series of transactions or functions, and then handle data inputs to determine the next set of instructions. Blockchain technology, most notably Ethereum, is used to both store and run decentralized applications, or dApps. Tokens of cryptographic value are essential for use to gaining access to the application because they are used to validate the program. dApps are comparable to traditional apps in that they render a web page using the same front-end code as traditional apps. However, the back-end code of a decentralized application, Dapp, is distinct since it operates on a peer-to-peer (P2P) network. Because of this, decentralized applications are not subject to the control of a single authority. A decentralized application, Dapp, is backed by a smart contract that is kept on a blockchain, in contrast to traditional applications, which are supported by centralized servers and databases. When it comes to running smart contracts, Ethereum is by far the most popular blockchain. Transactions can be mediated by smart contracts, which also enforce the rules that are stated in the code. Because a smart contract is only the backend of a decentralized application, Dapp, and is typically only a small part of the entire Dapp, developing a decentralized application on a smart contract system requires the combination of multiple smart contracts as well as the use of third-party systems for the front end. A distributed ledger of data records, or blockchain, is what underpins a smart contract. Rather than being kept in a single location, these records are instead kept in groups of information called blocks. The data blocks are kept in their original dispersed state across various places. Every one of the data blocks is connected and governed by cryptographic validation. Standard web browsers are not compatible with all decentralized applications. Some may only work on websites that have been specifically coded to allow that application to be opened. When compared to the development of traditional applications, Dapp development is less straightforward. For decentralized applications to work, an environment that is conducive to their operation must be created. This involves a great deal of extra work on the part of developers and programmers. The operating system or back-end code that underpins decentralized applications is deterministic, which means that once it has been programmed into the blockchain, it cannot be changed in any way. Benefits of decentralized applications. Fault tolerance. In the case of a server outage, a Dapp will continue to be operational, reducing downtime. Security. If you are storing sensitive or financial information on a decentralized application, then you can be confident that it is secure. Transparency. In the case of an app like Facebook, where user data is gathered by third parties and manipulated to create likely outcomes, the application is not transparent, thereby undermining its legitimacy. Data integrity. In the case of a Dapp, data is stored on the blockchain and can't be altered by people. If a Dapp handles sensitive information, such as financial accounts or medical records, then that information cannot be altered by anyone. Low latency. Most Dapps today require very small transactions, which reduces transaction fees. Flexible platform. The open-source code of decentralized applications allows for the creation of custom-made applications. Immutability. Problems don't arise when decentralized applications become faulty and cannot be altered by anyone. Faster transactions. Some Dapps do not require waiting on third parties to process transactions, which reduces the amount of time between making a transaction and confirming it. User privacy. In the case of a Dapp, no one else can access user information or data. This is in contrast to popular social media applications that sell user data or share it with third parties. Native digital assets. Assets can be transferred between members on the blockchain of a decentralized application, which is easy to do once tokens are purchased or earned. Most common platforms for creating Dapps. Ethereum. The most commonly used platform for creating Dapps, Ethereum is a public, open-source distributed computing platform featuring smart contract functionality. At the moment, Ethereum is the decentralized and open-source blockchain that has the most users all over the world. It serves as the foundation for other blockchain projects, such as more than 2,500 decentralized applications, Dapps. Ethereum's market value is only surpassed by that of Bitcoin by a little margin. Additionally, Ethereum features its native cryptocurrency known as BTH. This cryptocurrency is Ethereum's take on Bitcoin. Although it is a bit pricey, this is, all things considered, a fantastic choice for the creation of a decentralized application, Dapp. Hyperledger Fabric. Hyperledger Fabric is an open-source blockchain framework that provides mechanisms to create and deploy enterprise-grade distributed ledger technology, DLT, applications. NEO. In addition to being a decentralized and open-source blockchain, NEO is working toward the development of a smart economy. It is also known as the Chinese Ethereum, and in comparison to other blockchain systems, it offers superior scalability choices for decentralized applications, Dapps. With only roughly 100 decentralized applications, Dapps, established utilizing this technology, NEO is currently less popular than Ethereum. Additionally, it is highly pricey, and in some circumstances, it can even demand larger fees than Ethereum does. Tron. When compared to Ethereum or NEO, the Tron blockchain platform is considered to be one of the more recent ones. Despite this, it has gained a lot of traction, and there is a chance that it will challenge Ethereum in the future. The gaming programs and gambling websites that run on Tron are particularly well known. Because this platform has been used to develop about 1,500 different decentralized applications, it is a very good option. Popular Dapps. CryptoKitties. CryptoKitties is the first game that was built on top of Ethereum. It is similar to a traditional collectible card game. However, in this game's case, the cards are digital game objects and are released by players. CryptoKitties were so valuable that they raised more than $12 million worth of Ether through an initial coin offering, ICO, in December 2017. OpenSea. OpenSea is an Ethereum-based marketplace that allows a person to trade in digital game objects, such as CryptoKitties. This makes OpenSea quite similar to eBay. It has been called the cryptocurrency version of eBay. The most popular application to come out of the blockchain industry, CryptoKitties, has seen its popularity decline after sensational success and high volumes in December 2017. The future still looks bright for the digital cats, with developers taking on feedback to improve user experience and add new features. Wink. Wink is now the most popular decentralized application, Dapp, on the market for gambling-based games. It included things like poker, dice games, and betting on sports, among other things. Wink is a decentralized betting platform that operates on the Tron network. Users who are successful in placing bets are awarded win tokens, which can be traded in for BTT, a cryptocurrency that is similar to Bitcoin. IPSE. Interplanetary Search Engine, often known as IPSE, is a search engine that utilizes blockchain as its underpinning technology. IPSE is built on top of the EOS blockchain, and it makes use of the Interplanetary File System, IPFS, which is a more advanced file system than HTTP, which is used by the Internet. IPSE is superior to other traditional search engines in a significant way, namely because it protects users' confidentiality and privacy while they are online. Blockchain Cuties. Blockchain Cuties is a fantastic alternative for everyone who is interested in CryptoKitties and wants to play a similar game. Aside from kittens, it enables you to concentrate on a variety of other Q animals, such as puppies, bear cubs, reptiles, and so on. In contrast to CryptoKitties, which are solely compatible with Ethereum, Blockchain Cuties is a decentralized application, Dapp, that is accessible utilizing numerous blockchain platforms such as Ethereum, NEO, and Tron, amongst others. Conclusion. All in all, blockchain technology is a revolutionary invention that has the potential to change the world. Likewise, forming a decentralized application, Dapp, can enable you to make it better with just your imagination being the limit. The technology behind blockchain was created to make transactions more transparent, secure, efficient, and reliable. Although there were a few issues with the security of this network at the beginning, the technology has evolved since then. Now, when it comes to blockchain applications, and especially decentralized applications, Dapps, you can say that this technology is one of the most useful inventions we have today. At the same time, it has numerous limitations, which makes it impossible for it to become a rival to all other technologies in existence. However, this technology may be used in the future to create other types of applications, which will enable us to do all kinds of things. For instance, blockchain technology might also be used for job search applications. If this happens, we will find out how revolutionary it is. In addition, decentralized applications, Dapps, are majorly pertinent to the gambling industry. With the help of these applications, you can easily gamble on a large number of different activities and events with minimum risk and investment.